Now, the regular viewers of the live stream, I wanted to show you guys something. I, 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 I think I'm the only person, and if you know somebody else, I would love to talk to them, who's brought up the whole Graveyard of Empire storyline is BS. And I've started to hear it get parroted out over the last week as I have been hammering it like crazy. And wouldn't you know, there's an article in Politico today. The old cliche about Afghanistan that won't die. Graveyard of Empires is an old epitaph that doesn't reflect historical reality or the real victims of foreign invasion over the centuries. Now, they try to temper this as a this is a, this adventurism in Afghanistan is more like neo-colonialism, America, UK bad guys, and we are always, we're over there because we just can't help ourselves to invade places just to dick around, which is a cartoonish oversimplification, and usually, the result of people with military-industrial complex paranoia. There is a military-industrial complex. They try at every corner to try and make more money, but they are not the single reason why we end up in wars. It's silly. Americans have a part to play in that. The natural extension of imperialism or colonialism or whatever are, again, talking even about colonialism as if it's a reasoning behind any of this is also an oversimplification. Can we please honestly talk about why we end up in countries in a complex manner that is equal to the reality that's inside, instead of just fucking reiterating zeitgeist over and over again? Like, I mean, look, I enjoy my fair share of internet conspiracies, but it is just as egotistical to think the CIA is responsible for every bad dictator in the world as it is to think that we're the solution to all the bad dictators in the world. It's the same bullshit in a different package. It's horseshoe egotism. And even, this goes to environmental issues. This goes to military issues. There's a lot of good people. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. There's a lot of people who were trying to do the right thing and went, who were looked at the Afghan women and children and went, holy shit, if we leave, they're going to be harmed. Those people are not at fault for thinking that we really only have one option in this, and it's military in this situation. They're wrong, but they mean well. They're not just like, secretly, I want Raytheon to make money. Like, fucking hell, get over yourself. It's childish. And it never solves it. It's never going to get to the point where finally we're on to Raytheon. Oh my God. CIA has no oversight. Of course it does. We have intelligence committees. They both look over it. They can hide certain things because they have to. Jesus Christ. Like, what kind of intelligence community do you want? Do you want them to operate in, we want everybody to use semaphore. They'll just stand out there. We want if the CIA only had a better press agent who came out and told us exactly where all our agents were, all of our secret bases, all of our secret everything, so that if we decided we needed to attack Boko Haram, they could hit us 2 days before. It's just, I mean, honestly. They do have oversight. It's our representatives. If your representatives aren't doing good enough oversight, find better representatives. We have a representative government, and pretending that they operate like this shadow government is just another version of deep state bullshit. Yeah, some people don't understand the word classified. There's a reason. If you know it, everybody knows it, okay? And if you want to live in a country where everybody knows everything, then don't expect that country to last very long. You have to balance the needs for oversight and responsible governance with the fact that anything everybody knows. Everybody knows. as far as you as a member of the public. It's why oaths matter. It's why your representatives take an oath so that they can be trusted. And if they violate that oath, that's why violating your oath is a crime. You can be against military adventurism and the Project for a New American Century's desire to take over the Middle East and wars for oil and all that bullshit without lying to yourself that if you were in charge, you would get rid of the CIA and ICE and borders and whatever and that you would be president for very long and wouldn't be toppled by some lunatic from the Middle East or South America or friggin' a Canadian white nationalist who decides this is my shot. I'll take over America and turn it into a white ethno state. Seriously. And if you're anti-ICE and you're anti-Customs and Border Patrol, it's not their fault, it's our fault. The existence of ICE isn't the problem. It's who manages it, what it's for, and how it's used. That's why who you elect matters. It's why you don't skip elections. It's why you don't go, well, I don't like Hillary that much, and she's probably a neocon. She'll probably do terrible things. So, I don't know. I'm not going to vote for Trump, but I'm going to do it. Sorry. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement are the people who catch, drug dealers who are deep inside the country who are related to the fentanyl busts that they do it. That's what they should be for. It matters who runs them. It does. So I find it very frustrating when I know when the right oversimplifies things because it's politically expedient. It is just as frightening and frustrating when the alleged left does it. We do not have to fear complexity, and we do not have to go, we need, you know what the problem with the Affordable Care Act is? 3,000 pages. It should be a memo. You're like, come on. We are a complex country with complex freedoms. The more freedoms you have, the more finely sliced the law ends up being. Yeah, Jill Stein and Ralph Nader. Yeah, so I mean, if you're concerned about these organizations and their existence and what they do with your tax dollars, then your concern belongs in the area where who gets elected in your country. And I'm not going to run from complexity.